All right, hello everybody. We are just getting the title up here. There we go. All right, we should be getting close to streaming. Cheers to everybody. Welcome to Friday night. I am meteorologist Scott Elness for Outdoor Weather Geeks. Unofficially brought to you by Fresh Squeezed Deschutes, Bend, Oregon. Again, I am meteorologist Scott Elness. Welcome to Outdoor Weather Geeks. We are a weather forecast that is for the outdoor community of Washington and Oregon, going live Thursday through Sunday at 9 p.m. So check me out before you're going to head out into the mountains. We're going to cover a lot of territory, but first, who the hell is this guy? Well, I am a meteorologist, got my AMS seal back in 2008, have been doing did weather in Anchorage, Alaska for 5 years, went down to Seattle for a couple years where I was born and raised, now in Bend, Oregon, and am a meteorologist with an outdoor addiction, I guess I would call it. But I'm also a professional video producer by trade, which brings me to an embarrassing moment that right now, we are dealing with some very interesting situations with the audio. I don't know, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, put something in the chat and we will just keep on going because right now I'm hearing that some people are saying maybe we can't be heard. Let's see. Well, I am getting signaled that something's coming out. So hopefully it is. We're just going to keep on rolling with this thing and chime in the chat window if you can. But last night I didn't get any audio. Apparently maybe not getting any audio tonight, so we'll see exactly how that goes. Which brings me to the three things that I appear to be dumber than for not being able to figure out what this audio problem is. At number 3, a sack of hammers, a bag of hammers, to quote George Clooney from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Now, oh, can you hear me? You can hear me. My God, thank you so much. You've given me so much peace. Last night I did an entire 10 minutes and I couldn't hear a damn thing. So at least we've got this problem solved. At number 2, that I am dumber than a box of rocks. Of course that is. But the number one thing that I am dumber than is the groundhog. Or possibly, if you believe in the groundhog, you might be dumber than that. I don't exactly know, but I know that we've at least got the situation resolved. And if you haven't figured it out, yes, there is chat right here. Now, I can barely see you there, but if you want to, what I'd encourage you to do, if you are outdoors people or whatever, share your weather stories here. What's it like where you're at now? We have a big storm underway. Things are starting to roll, so give everybody your conditions here. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Topic, weather, outdoor stuff. So go ahead and get that rolling. If you like what you see when we're done with this, it's going to take about 10 minutes. Spread the word. I'm on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm going to do this through the end of March, out of my own pocket, on my own time, just for fun. If you know anybody who might want to sponsor this so that we can take it clear into summer, go to outdoorweathergeeks@gmail.com. The resources I'm using for now are my own meteorology skills, but also a lot of other forecast links. Most of these, if you go to YouTube, you'll see links to them in the description. So you're going to want to check ahead because, let's face it, with outdoor weather in the Northwest, you don't know what's going to happen, which brings me to a disclaimer before I get started. Don't be an idiot. Do your due diligence. I'm just going to give you the 30,000-foot view, the cliff notes, if you will. But if you're going to really go out in the outdoors tomorrow, especially backcountry or anywhere that might have avalanche danger, do your own due diligence. Check ahead. You're still going to have to read the book. Cliff notes don't always help. What we're going to do is do a short-term analysis, alerts and warnings, and then we're going to do 10 cities, 8 ski areas in 3 minutes, and then what the forecast word for the day. All right, the first thing I want to get to, though, is the weather picture. Since this is only the second episode, the weather pictures are all being sent in by me. This is from Aubrey Butte in Bend, Oregon. As you can see, these gravity waves already picking up in the late afternoon, some lenticular clouds over towards the east, and that of course means high winds in the atmosphere and yeah, a storm impacting the area as we speak. Please do send in your weather pictures. I will post them here and say nice things about you if you do. For the short-term analysis, we do have this system impacting the area now. It will continue throughout the evening hours into the early morning hours of tomorrow, but eventually we're going to get to some high pressure that's going to take shape over Saturday into Sunday. So we are going to see a change once we get over all this. But as you can see with the satellite and radar, most of our weather heading to the north and then coming down towards the south. Now, as you can see when we replay this, a lot of the activity has already pushed out, but another band of moisture coming down out of BC into the Cascades. So it's going to be a very active night tonight. Again, when you get up in the morning, check and verify all the watches and warnings. Oh, that was a heck of a transition. We're going to talk about the watches and warnings. There are so many of them. Again, links in the description below on YouTube, but winter weather warnings for much of the Cascades, northern Washington, flood watches for much of the lowlands, Puget Sound, gale warnings for the coast. So it's a very active weather pattern. And if you are going to be doing anything in the backcountry, we do have some reds and oranges on here. This is from avalanche.org, especially towards the eastern portions of the northern Cascades. So be careful if you're heading out into the backcountry tomorrow. We do have some good news that things are going to be improving as we head towards Sunday. Now let's take the next 3 minutes and cover 2 states in 3 minutes. Let's start off with Washington. It's pretty much everybody's heading towards sunshine, but Seattle, central Washington, eastern Washington coast, northern Washington, all going to be starting off with some clouds and even some breezy conditions, but heading towards sunshine as we head in towards Sunday. But be careful, we are still dealing with lots of flooding issues and wind. Eventually, we are going to see some amazing conditions coming around, so just batten down the hatches for now, but things are looking good. Now, for the Portland metro area tomorrow, upper 40s, you're going to be heading towards sunshine. Same thing for Eugene, though, starting off mostly cloudy with some AM showers. And the coast also looking that way. If you head east of the mountains over towards Bend and Burns, you are going to be starting off with cool temperatures and breezy conditions, but sunshine to start, and then we will head towards sunshine into the weekend. Slight chance of snow for all areas from Bend over towards eastern Oregon. Usually in the morning hours and very, very light accumulations. You're going to go skiing tomorrow. You're going to go with the following information. Let's start up north at the Mecca for snowboarding right now. Mount Baker's looking really nice for tomorrow with snow showers expected. Temperatures right around the freezing mark and only about an inch of accumulation. So with the breezes only towards around 11 miles an hour, a great day for snowboarding up at Mount Baker. But again, be careful with the winter weather advisory we have in place. A winter weather warning until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for Stevens Pass. So about the time you get up there, that we will be coming out of that. But snow showers expected. Some breezy conditions, but not too bad. 4 to 8 inches possible. So face shots, fresh pow for you. But, as long as you can deal with the visibility, you'll get some, every time you go up the chair, it's going to be a whole new fresh thing of powder. Snoqualmie Pass finally shifting over from rain towards snow, mainly before 5 o'clock. We are going to see some gusts towards 23, but all in all, that's not too uncharacteristic for the area. But the problem is we've got 6 to 10 inches possible, so visibility might be an issue. Pack your goggles and be prepared for a fresh pow day in Snoqualmie Pass. Crystal Mountain, yeah, it's a little bit of a drive, but it's going to be a great day. Not too breezy, again, towards 23 miles an hour, 2 to 4 inches of snow possible. So a pretty decent day for Crystal Mountain if you want to make the drive. Let's head on down into Oregon, where we do have a winter weather advisory until 4 o'clock on Saturday. Snow showers expected, much breezier and much snowier, so it's going to be a little bit of a rough day for Mount Hood, but it's nice to get these accumulations, and especially because we've seen a lot of rain in the area. Represent for Mount Bachelor, a pretty decent day. Breezy, but we're used to that at Mount Bachelor with gusts towards 36 miles an hour, 2 to 4 inches possible, so a great day on tap for Bachelor. But the thing to watch out for or pay attention to is that Saturday night expecting fresh powder, Sunday expecting sunshine. So if you're in the Central Oregon area, Mount Bachelor will have fresh pow and bluebird conditions. Hoodoo finally switching over from rain to snow. Good news there as well. 3 to 7 inches possible, which is nice because the accumulations around Hoodoo have been pretty bad so far this season, but we are finally getting things going. Snow showers expected for Willamette Pass as well. We're getting to 3 to 5 inches possible for you, and gusts towards 30 miles an hour. So again, breezy. Most of everywhere you go tomorrow is going to have winds and some snow showers expected. So not all in all a bad day. And if you are going to do any skinning up on our major volcanoes, you have my utmost respect. I would not be doing it myself this time of year. We do have a winter weather warning for Mount Rainier, advisories for St. Helens and Adams. Look at these gusts towards 55 miles per hour, both for Mount Adams and some gusts up towards 55 for Mount Rainier. And look at these snow totals, anywhere from 5 inches to 14 inches possible for Mount St. Helens. So heck of a day if you're going to be heading out on the volcanoes. Do send me your reports if you can get them, because this is a really interesting and hard area to get reports from. So send them to outdoorweathergeeks@gmail.com, and we will close with the what the forecast word for the day. I used this last night, but nobody could hear me. So mesoscale is the word. Now this is, you have your microscale, your mesoscale, your synoptic scale. Mesoscale refers to 6 miles to 600 miles worth of weather. I prefer to look at it as 1 to 3 days worth of weather in a forecast. Synoptic scale tends to be 1 to 7 days, or about the width of the United States. So your mesoscale forecast is what we will be covering every night, Thursday through Sunday, 9 p.m. live Pacific on OutdoorWeatherGeeks.com. If you like what you've seen, please do spread the word. I am on Facebook and YouTube at Outdoor Weather Geeks. I will be doing this through the end of March, just because I'm an outdoorsman with a meteorological addiction. OutdoorWeatherGeeks@gmail.com is where you can get a hold of me. I am meteorologist Scott Elness. Have yourself a great Friday night. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow night with the forecast. I'm going to give it away, sunshine for Sunday. Cheers to y'all. Let's have our Friday night.